Hello and welcome to the disassembly video of the 10C18 hydraulic fluid section. To perform this disassembly, we will be using the following tools: a table vise, a needle nose pliers, a small pick, a 10mm deep well socket and wrench, large and medium size adjustable wrenches, a flat blade screwdriver, a 5mm Allen wrench, along with a 10 and 14mm combination wrench. We'll begin by disconnecting the air tube to the regulators from the inlet, and then using a 14mm combination wrench, you can loosen and unscrew both the atomization air regulator and the operation air regulator from both sides. Once those are removed, you can set them aside. Next, using a large and medium adjustable wrench, we're going to loosen the suction valve from the cylinder and then give a nice tug on the cylinder to break that loose, and then unscrew by hand the suction valve from the cylinder, and using a Allen wrench or screwdriver coming from the bottom, you're going to push out the ball and cage from the suction valve and set those aside. Then you can unscrew the cylinder, and once that's removed, you want to check the inside for any wear or severe damage. If there is, then you would replace it during the rebuild. If not, it can be reused. Then you're going to use a pick to remove the upper and lower cylinder rings from the cylinder. The upper ring is smaller than the lower ring. Don't have to worry about damage to the O-rings when removing, as we will be replacing them during the rebuild. Next, we'll use a 10mm combination wrench to loosen the valve holder from the piston rod, making sure that the ball is secured and you don't lose the ball. You can set that aside for disassembly in a second. Next, we're going to use the 5mm Allen to loosen the protective cover and slide it aside to access the connecting pin and access pin for the piston. You'll use a needle nose plier to remove the cotter pin and the access pin. Once that is removed and set aside, you can then remove and slide out the piston from the connection to the air motor. You'll want to just look and check to see what kind of wear is on the piston. May need to be replaced, may not when rebuilding. Then, using a 10mm socket, you're going to loosen the lower two nuts
to the tie rods holding on the bracket, the wall mount bracket. You can slide the upper portion of the pump off and then loosen the bracket from the vise and set the bracket aside. Then you're going to put the valve holder in the vise, securing the seat, and then using the 10mm combination wrench to loosen the valve holder from the seat. Unscrew that, and that will take off the cup seal. That will be replaced during the rebuild, and then the ball is situated in the seat. Just be careful not to lose it, unless you will be replacing it during the rebuild. Now you're going to go back and use the 10mm socket and wrench to loosen the 3 nuts securing the flange to the tie rods. All 3 nuts will need to be loosened and removed, and then set aside. Once removed, you can slide the flange off. Now to remove the cartridge from the flange, you'll need a flat blade screwdriver to put in the groove of the retaining ring and slide it off. Once the retaining ring is removed, you'll take your 2 thumbs and press the cartridge back through the lower flange. Now the cartridge has a seal, but you don't need to remove it, as the new cartridge assembly that will be used during the rebuild has the seal on it. The last thing is to remove the protection cover. Slide that out, put that aside, and that will conclude the disassembly of the 10C18 fluid section. Thanks for watching.